Oh, Durlock.
Oh, Durlock indeed. That sound means it's the start of another game of Dynamite DnD. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Steve Negretti. I use he, him as pronouns. I like spaghetti, and my name rhymes with said food. I'm the dungeon master. I'm rolling the story, throwing down the monsters, putting down the scenarios, having a good time. Joined by 4 fabulous individuals, players extraordinaire. We're going to go on this little journey. It's a game for friends, by friends, just having a good time. We might not be as big and as fancy as some of those podcasts out there, the ones that know somebody that rocketed them to popularity. We're just your friendly neighborhood D&D game, long form.
But if any of you know Kylie Jenner, drop us a note.
Just spend $100K on advertising.
I don't know if Kylie Jenner could get us up in the iHeartRadio podcast.
Kylie Jenner
she could.
wishes she was good at D&D. I don't really know who Kylie Jenner is. And on that note, we're going to go through and introduce our characters. Some of them are from Gen X. Some of them are from Gen Y. Some of them are from Gen Z. We'll see.
I don't think so.
No, you're so far off.
I still don't know what any of those
gens are gens.
Anywho, let's go through the list. We're going to say your character's name, your character's details about your character, class, race, and we're going to ask if your character, if this conflict in the land with all the zombies and the comet and everything was gone tomorrow, what would your character do with their life? Think about that for a hot minute. We're going to start at the top of the list with Curly. Put you on the spot. Say hi, Curly.
You son of a bitch. You dirty dog. Hi, I'm Curly. My name is Curly. I play Furby. My name rhymes with celery. I love it.
This is 6 out of 10, I'll say.
It's trying it.
Close. Good enough.
Yeah, I played the druid in this team. And yeah, no, if this whole conflict was if the fallen lords or the what are they called in this one? I don't know. If they weren't here, I'm pretty sure I would just completely walk away from this whole party and go hang out in the forest with some mushrooms and shit. That's my thing.
This is giving us more insight than I anticipated. All right, you heard it here, folks. Furby has no connection to the party whatsoever.
No, Furby does not. I'm here because you don't want to,
wow. You know. All the friends that we made along the way.
Furbolgs.
Oh, that's Curly playing Furby the Furbolg Druid. Going down the list. Kaz, say hi, Kaz.
Hello, I'm Kaz. I'll be playing Doran the Half-Elf. Doran rhymes with Morin, which could be short for Mordor, which is from Lord of the Rings. In that line scheme, Doran would probably either go back to being a gladiator or open that school.
Open that school. He's always talking about.
Open that school. Sword school, right?
No.
Fuck. If Furby saw a pamphlet that said looking for people to help Doran open a school, Furby would come out of the forest and come help the school.
Okay.
Next up we have Carissa. Say hi, Carissa.
Hello. My name is Carissa. It rhymes with I'll miss ya. I am playing Britt Beryl. She's a dwarf. She's also a monk. If she lived in now time, she would also be a millennial. And if all the fallen lords just disappeared and this problem was off of her plate, she would begin designing bespoke jewelry for high-powered individuals.
Using the connections that you made along the way.
And selling beer on the side.
Not dating your squirrel friend or whatever his name is.
Wait a minute.
No,
right.
No, don't put your personal goals on the sideline for a relationship. No.
I have a love potion. I don't even have to work hard at it. I just gotta get them. I just gotta find him.
That's illegal.
Oh boy.
A rope around him.
In this world, is it? Who knows?
Last but certainly not least, the one, the only, Snowshoe. Say hi, Snowshoe.
Hi, y'all. It's me, Snowshoe. Also, Ash, or whatever. I'm playing Krebin, the Earth Spirit, in the form of a dog. One of 3 dogs, depending on, what flavor I feel like being. Krebin's kind of gender fluid, so sometimes Krebin's kind of girly, and sometimes Krebin's kind of masculine. It all depends. Krebin also rhymes with Très bien.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
Very good. I'm a very good
It's
dog.
the first one that worked.
Speak for yourself.
Because Doran rhymes with Mordor, you guys.
I mean, I
Sure.
guess, Negretti spaghetti, but, that's an easy one.
He could have
Sound
said
is pretty
confetti.
good.
And
Confetti.
What would Krebin do?
Krebin would probably either Krebin would go back to the temple and try finding some other people who will hear him, or them, they or take the newfound talent that Krebin has found in being a poker cheater. Again, and
I'm just saying, we could run a racket.
good.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
make,
good.
make a little cash on the side and
Doran and
use
his
that money
dog.
to rebuild that temple with the stolen monies from nobles.
Yeah.
Very
Technically-
The
Robin.
children that can.
Technically, that all happened in a different timeline, but we'll give it to you anyway because it's a good get. Once more, this is Dynamite
You never know,
D&D.
poker
We are
might come up
playing
again.
a custom campaign written by yours truly, Steve Negretti. The last time we played was like a month ago, so it's been a hot second. So we're gonna give grace to everybody as we venture into
recap.
this land. Kaz wants to recap. I will gladly let Kaz recap. I want to hear this.
So we found the spirit of one of the fallen lords in the tree. We tried to figure out what would be best to do with said fallen lord, because they were actually an enemy of, now forgive me, I forget all the names, but they were the enemy of the deceiver.
The Watcher.
The Watcher is
I'm
the
sorry, I
one
didn't
in
know
the
Curly
tree.
was doing the recap.
No. Shut up. Go on. You got it.
While we were doing that, we were also talking with the leaders of this area, which Doran made kind of a poor performance of trying to work information out of them, while Furby handed them everything on a silver platter, even more than they should have had. Which then led us to another roundabout thing where there was a dwarf and a halfling who were trying to get information out of us, and we crafted special beer to trade them, and we tried to go about this really, really convoluted plan that backfired on us, all to find out that dwarf was working for the Merchants Guild in the town, and was looking to collect on a bounty on the head of Doran from Doran's father. And now, the adventure is yours.
Sorry, can you say dwarf again?
Dwarf?
I feel
It's
like
a
there's a
acceptable
missing letter.
acceptable pronunciation. Also acceptable is Duff, Dorf,
Dwarven?
Dorvan, Duff,
Do you just
Duffies.
No, we're good. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Man,
Children
it's like
of the
we're from
Stone.
two different places with two different dialects.
We're not prescriptivist here. Don't worry.
It's almost like language is fluid. And you would think people would understand that.
I just wanted to hear it.
Uh-huh.
We're good.
Steve
I'm the one that
Spaghetti.
laughed at it.
So, a couple of things to add to that excellent recap. So, the bounty is not really a bounty. It's sort of a bounty, but it's not a dead or alive thing. The wanted poster
Well,
specifically
It's an
said
alive.
the wanted poster specifically said that Amthir Faust of the Faust Trading Conglomerate, Megacorp, whatever you want to call it, is seeking the safe return of his son, and will pay top dollar for anybody to return his son so that he may have a conversation with him in the city of Tandem, headquarters of the Faust Trading Company. couple of
Sorry,
pieces
skip
of
this part.
information. When Furby and Britt and Krebin, or no, Furby and Britt were doing the initial dealings with the dwarf about the beer, Krebin and Doran went to scout some smoke smell that Krebin had smelled,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
yeah, I
saw
did forget about that part.
smoke
I forgot about that part.
rising from somewhere to the south in Forest Heart. 3 distinct columns rising in the distance. They went back, had their adventure, and the dwarf said that he would get a wagon and ride with the heroes to Tandem so that they could all split in the reward. All that Furby and Britt had to do was convince their friend Doran to take a ride with them. It'll be great. It'll be great fun. Furby and Britt said, yes, we will totally do that. And then the dwarf said, great, I'm going to go get a wagon. He zipped off to get a wagon somewhere at, 3 a.m. So that he is under the impression that you are meeting at the south gate so that you will ride to Tandem. But you all were meeting with each other to see if that's what you were really going to do or if you were going to do something else. Your current kind of points of interest are A, the Fallen Lord that is in a tree, 2, the smoke that is rising from the south, and 3, the wanted poster of Doran.
Oof.
When we left, you had taken a long rest because it was a new day. So, let's see. I made separate one-shot sheets for your other characters in case we ever go back to that. So make
Yeah.
sure you open your non-one-shot sheet.
Non-one shot.
Make sure you open your regular sheet and then push the long rest button again because that'll
Yo,
reset you
rig
back.
sheet.
But yeah, you took a long rest. It is a new day, so you have
Wait,
all
I
your...
only get half my hit dice back.
because that's how long rests work. You only get
Yeah.
half your total hit dice whenever you take a long rest. Although
I don't
you
think
may
I used any of
you
them.
may
Yeah.
have spent a bunch, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You can put your hit dice back up at full
How do I do that?
manually, I think.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I got it.
So
He's
long
got
rest,
it.
you said, right?
Yeah, long
Yeah,
rest. So you
basically,
should be all full up. You have all your spells, and the World Knot is also New Dawn status. It is a New Dawn, so the World Knot is available. What
the option-
do you wish to do?
Wait, so that means the stones are also available, right?
The Sending
What?
Stones activate
Oh,
at
we gave
dawn.
them
Yes.
away, didn't we?
According to my records, you have Sending Stones with Sending Stones. There's a Sending Stone in Madrigal, Scales, and Heartwood Keep.
I think we wanted to send a message to Heartwood Keep, didn't we?
Yeah.
I
we had
feel
the Lydia ones. We thought we gave them.
you definitely have one that connects to Lydia in Heartwood Keep. I feel like
I think we gave it to them and they gave it back.
I may have had a plot point be that like Lydia sent you a message that she had gotten word from another location. So I feel like Lydia has the pair that links up with Madrigal and Scales, and then she communicates to you if word comes from them. And so you
Yeah.
have one pair that leads to Heartwood Keep, and then you have one pair that's just unused because you haven't given it to anybody.
Yeah, it's sort of our spare. We gave it to Jalen at one point, and then we gave it to these Dragonborn as proof so they could
Alright,
talk
so-
to Lydia.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. All right, so
You got a plan.
Yeah.
You can
I do, but
you can
I'm
communicate.
trying to not. I'm trying to not fucking fourth wall it. I'm trying
You
to do
can
it again.
communicate with Lydia is what you can do. That's the one person out with the Sending Stones. Lydia is the one you can communicate directly with.
Sorry, I'm reading a bunch of these fucking areas.
Well, I
So-
say we turn our friend Doran in, take a wee ride on a wagon and get some money for it.
Well, first we should check on Heartwood Keep, because if the keep falls, that's kind of going to be.
Well, that's where everything is, right?
Yeah.
That's where we've
I'm a
been
bit
storing the council.
Storing our collection of council members. Just put them on the
Yes,
shelf.
That's our Bill's Pokemon box of council members.
So Dorn sends, rings up Heartwood Keep.
Bring, bring.
And I forgot I definitely told Krebin, but I don't remember. Yeah, Krebin did. The smell of smoke in the morning is definitely closer than it was yesterday.
Oh, yes. The smell is closer than yesterday. Yeah, you didn't tell me it was closer.
The
yet.
wind is coming towards.
Yeah. It's definitely coming towards us, I guess. So we should probably
So
get
we
more
should
eyeballs on it.
probably
okay,
get.
I'm
get
not
that.
I'm remembering, like, I think God, it's been like a month, but I thought we were kind of really excited to explore Doran's history, but also like this town might be under siege by something.
Well, here's the thing. There's a fallen lord inside a tree.
That too.
Do we just get him out and
I
see
don't
what
think we
happens?
can.
I'm
The
still
tree might
convinced that
be-
we can turn him to our friend. Like,
I
he-
agree.
I think
we-
by
I think-
removing him is going to have bad results.
We
It
just
I know-
charm the shit out of him.
Look. I know
Good
I
lord.
haven't been one to be big on involving other people in the final decisions that we make, but I think that one might be a bigger decision than just us.
Like who?
Your
Uh,
dad or the fallen lord?
No, I mean the keep. I think we need to involve them on that decision of us letting out this fallen lord.
Do they
Well-
know he's there?
I think
They
they,
might.
do.
I
because
don't think
have-
they do.
They do. Well, some of
They
them
aren't
do.
guarding
because
it. They are guarding like underneath that statue,
Well,
like and shit.
why-
Like, they're not
They
But
guarding-
have
here's the
his
thing,
arm.
right? Why guard the thing that you're hiding in plain sight?
Isn't the tree
No,
the
it's
tree at like
secret.
11?
No,
No, it's
other people can't hear it. They don't know that he's in there. I think that it's a secret spot, and the Dragonborn, the special ones, those ones who are so haughty totty, they're guarding it themselves.
Steve, where's
And
the tree? The tree that talks to us?
I'm
The-
clicking on it, my guy. I'm literally
number 13.
clicking on it.
Okay. Okay, so
Remember-
it's out here. If they were guarding it,
Furby, Mahajla told us. He told us that they have his arm, the arm of the Watcher. They have it, which means they know he's in the tree because that's what put him there. If we want to get him out of the tree, we have to get his arm. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And we haven't built enough bridges here to be able to burn bridges. Yeah, so
Do you think we could just like sneak in and steal an arm?
I think
Or
would be
do-
more trouble than it's worth at the moment unless there is more dire things happening in Heartwood Keep.
Because they do barely trust us, right? At this point.
Yes.
I don't know
Um,
how to talk to these dragon people. They don't
Well,
seem to like me.
That's why I wanted to kind of set up a power exchange with them, but unfortunately Furby just kind of gave
Oh,
them
accurate. No,
Which
it's
one?
good. Kirby.
Kirby.
kind of gave them everything.
Tracks.
Uh,
I would be easily convinced to go and make sure that our current assets are protected. Or, I think Furby's very interested in Doran's.
Did the
house.
sending stone not work?
What? Sending stone?
The
When?
one to
You're
Heartwood
making a
Keep.
call.
Sorry, I missed
Doran
that.
tried
Are
to
you
ring
using
up
it?
Heartwood Keep.
Yeah, I said I wanted to make a call to Heartwood Keep.
I
Oh.
think we just started talking over it after it happened.
Yeah. So sending stones, you can use once per day, and you can craft a message up to 25 words long that gets sent. And then if somebody's on the other end, they can respond immediately up to 25 words, and that's the only exchange you can have once per day.
Okay.
Craft
So-
your 25-word message.
Yeah, craft your 25-word message.
This is old school fucking SMS. I love it.
Beep, 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 beep.
This is how Twitter got founded.
You
Ancient
should
Twitter.
just send pheromones around, but this is new age.
Doran sends a message. ASL question mark.
But does ASCII has to be converted as 8-bit or?
And the table flip
So-
emoticon.
While Doran does that, I just wanted to read this bit about the Watcher so that we all have the same information on him, because this is what Mahajla told us, and I had to reread it because I totally forgot. But the Watcher didn't die in the Great War. He lost his arm in the Great War, but even losing one arm, he still managed to gain victory over the Dragonborn forces here at Rhi'anon, and he pushed them back. But his body was eventually sealed away, so I guess they then came back and defeated him after that? I'm not sure. But his body was eventually sealed away with powerful magic in an altogether secret location, which we sussed out. And his arm is now guarded by none other than the Avatara of Rhi'anon, which are the hoity-toity guys here. The arm is the key to breaking the seal, but it is also the only thing powerful enough to kill the Watcher once and for all. Another tidbit is that the Deceiver, so Soulblighter and the Watcher, would jump at any chance to destroy the Deceiver by their own hand. So hence why we might want to use the Watcher in order to fight the Deceiver.
And now that you've said that, though, Don, now you're that is what, because I used to fucking like literally like read these constantly every time we started a thing because it was helpful to be reminded of everything.
Why did it stop?
Because I didn't get home until fucking 10 minutes before we started this stream.
His life.
But I remember that. I remember the desire to, one, not only use this guy against the Deceiver, because
Yes.
he's always ready to jump at it. But now that what you just said and read, I wonder if we can. We don't even have to actually convince him, right? Like, we can just use the fact that we have control of his arm or its arm to possibly just be like, it's the only thing that can destroy you, bitch. You know, like,
Maybe.
Maybe
If
he
we
doesn't
need
want to be
to.
threatened. I mean, he's
we'll
already
see.
scared.
I mean, the thing last we talked to this kid was screaming obscenities via Steve from the tree.
I mean,
area.
he did have his arm cut off. I'm sure he's
But
still
it was also like no
phantom
one could
painting.
hear him, so it was constantly like, ah, let me out. You know.
Maybe we should find a salve, a spiritual salve for him.
But that said, we
Yeah.
also don't have really any way to get that yet. So I'm down to clown with Doran's.
Maybe
story.
Doran's dad knows how to get the arm.
Well, I mean, Doran's dad is hoity-toity as much as these guys are hoity-toity. So who knows? Maybe it could work out. We just give Doran to his dad, and we get access to these people's.
Is
thing.
Doran's dad respected?
The
see
Faust Trading
anything about
Company
him.
is pretty much the biggest trading company in the entire land. So yes,
So does he have like power? Hey,
Oh, he has
I'm new here.
connections.
like I hate to.
Doran
So
has
is this
no
like-
idea how much bananas cost.
He's like
Is
he's
this
like a
East
good.
India Trading Company kind of thing?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
So his power could be useful to us if we just give him his son for like 10 minutes.
Wait, what?
Could be.
The time limit makes it sound scary and
Oh.
weird.
I just meant
For
we
10
spirited him
minutes.
away.
You can
'Cause we don't
touch your
know.
son for 10 minutes. Oh, then he's back to us.
I just meant we'd spirit him away afterward if he plans on trying to like hold Doran hostage again for some like again, but I meant like take his son back and not let him go.
I
We'll
think
tie
we
a
should-
string
we
to
should
his
go-
ankle and yank him out if he needs to.
So the connection with Doran's dad was we saw that there was a bounty, right? For
We were
for Doran?
told.
Yes.
We were told.
By the dwarf who
So
you and I
yeah.
made the beer for.
was it worth it, or may it be worth it to pretend that we are bounty hunters that would turn Doran in? Like, obviously we couldn't take Doran out because we're not as cool as Doran,
Right? Because then we'd get the money.
but we could pretend that we're like, oh yeah, we beat his ass, look at it, we brought your son back.
Right?
Let's get that favor.
Exactly.
Might not need to be that complex.
I mean, you
How's
know
that?
your dad more than I do.
How's that message coming, Doran?
You wrote it out.
Wait, do you not see it?
It's in the chat.
Oh, look at that. I'm
the
guilty of
chat.
my own sin, not looking at chat. We have seen smoke coming from the keep area. Can you give word on what's going on there? We found. Have seen smoke coming from the keep area. Can you give word on what's going on there? We found the what? Okay.
I knew
I had to cut out like subwords
And commas.
and commas.
And periods.
The reply happens. The reply
like Twitter.
is. I will likewise put the reply in the chat. Reply is. Keep still standing. Strange occurrences. Animals running scared. Furbolg refugees have found glade. Homelands burned by undead.
Oh no.
Where are their homelands?
Every forest.
Oh, all the forests. So
Outstanding.
like Strand Woods and Tier, like they're all from in there.
Yeah, Strandwood's already had a bad time, and I think that's where I said I was from, and it was. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Okay. No, I was just curious because I'm just a lone little dog spirit.
Okay, so
Well, doesn't it seem like we should go back?
well, to keep still stands. Yes, there are other issues up front, but I think our two biggest plays is try to collect the Watcher, and hopefully we can target his rampage enough that he takes out the other fallen lords. And hopefully that if we do set him free, he is strong enough to keep us from having to start a whole war with this town. Or there's the other possibility of setting him free. He runs just full fucking rampage.
Let
Burns
the
down
dog
this,
out the cage.
yeah, burns down this town, makes us look even worse, and just does us no good.
That's just dirty.
From what we've heard from him, he I don't assume that
I'll be right back. I need to take a piss.
I don't assume that he's good, right? Like I don't assume that he's got a penchant for being morally good. I'm going to assume off the top, even though he's ready to be someone that fights a deceiver, that it's just based on power plays. At some point, we're gonna have to fight him.
Right. I think
But he
they'll
could
be
be an
grateful.
ally to us as long as we. I think the only thing we need to do is show power to him. So I don't think there's any like, hey, help us out, because he would say like, yeah, absolutely. I think it's.
he'll be grateful once we release him, and then
I
we
don't
just
think
go,
I don't
"Hey."
think grateful's an option. I think honest to goodness, we have to show him that at any point in time, we have power over him. We can kill him. We have the arm. We have whatever. Like that's where I'm going with it.
All right,
I know
let's get
he
the
wants to
arm.
be out.
Let's
um,
do it. How
But,
do we get in
but
there?
we go back to it. Like, what do we need to get the arm? We need to have power in this city, and then do we need Doran's dad to give us a lunch card or whatever to get like access to this town? Do we want to pursue the Doran, or do we want to pursue?
Oh, let's wait for Dorn to get back. He went to the bathroom.
Well, I mean, he went poopies. It's gonna be a while.
He said piss. He said piss.
It
Yeah,
is.
Went to the head,
says
guys.
that. Everyone says that.
It is nearly 7 a.m. in Rhi'anon, and you did say you were going to meet Daldane at the southern gate at 7.
We
All
should
right, let's do
probably
that
go
then.
beat him.
I want the arm. That's what I'm after. I want the
Okay.
arm. I want to get the Watcher out the tree, and I want to tell him where the deceiver is, and hope to Moradin that he goes after him and takes care of the deceiver for us.
Furby is leaning on the side of trusting the tree, and also whatever Britt does, Furby's in for.
Great. to get the arm, I say we find out a bit more information, which perhaps Doran's Da has. So let's go get in the wagon, get ourselves some bounty while we're at it, and see what Doran's dad is about, because don't you all just want to know?
I am so curious.
Me too. Let's do it.
Uh,
Doran.
I'm in.
He's
Furby
taking a-
hops in the wagon.
He's taking a leak.
Furby picks up Doran and puts him in the wagon.
So 7 o'clock rolls around, and you wish to go meet Daldane at the southern gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's correct.
Hi, I'm Doran. Yes, I do.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I'm back.
there he is.
Hey, I'm back, everyone. I'm gonna get in the wagon.
Doran, the
You
rest
said
of the
exactly
party,
like him.
the rest of the party has voted to go meet up with the dwarf Daldane and take him up on the offer of riding to Tandem, in the hopes that they will garner favor with your father, that he might give them influence within this city. How
That
does
doesn't sound
Doran?
like a bad idea.
Okay. Doran's on
I
board.
put you in the wagon.
Trust me, it doesn't need to be that
You
complicated.
were out pooping. I picked you up.
It doesn't need to be that complicated.
You meet up with Daldane. Oh, great! We're all here and ready to take a wee journey. And all you strong such individuals, I'm sure, will be perfectly safe on the road. This is the safest I'm going to feel traveling, even in times before the comet was lurking overhead in the sky. Barf! Do you have the skin of traveling wine? Barf appears from behind one of the wagon wheels and nervously, shakingly holds up a large wineskin. Great! Helps me drive better when I relax with a nice
Oh.
wineskin.
That's so smart.
Very well then, shall we be off?
Yeah.
Did Steve just do a drunk driving in D&D?
You can't drunk drive when it's a wagon.
I mean,
They call them
DWI.
it's called a wagon driver, but that's neither here nor there. Let's set out, shall we, everyone?
Drunk while wagoning.
How long has the wanted poster been up for?
Oh, I received that hot tip from my friend at the Merchant Guild HQ, about 3 days ago. So he probably got it within the week, I'd say.
Interesting.
You begin to travel. Let's see, where is the world map? There's the world map. You begin to travel.
Yes.
You are traveling
Really?
from Rhi'anon to
Rhi'anon.
Tandem.
Tandem.
And pretty much the rough estimate in getting between any settlement in the land is about... it took you a week to get from Covenant to Seven Gates. So it's roughly a similar distance. You had a little bit more baggage back then, both in multiple senses of the word, maybe.
Sam's character.
But we're gonna say
Oh.
it's gonna take about 5 days of wagon travel.
Alma's still with us. She's on my finger.
Everybody, roll a survival check.
Survival check. Oof.
That is a 3 from Doran. That is a 1 from Krebin. 3 from Krebin. Oh
And
boy.
5 from Doran, sir.
Oh, bring it, boys.
Man.
A 12 and
Yeah.
a 20, so that's 2 plus and 2 negative. Daldane is going to be the tiebreaker. Daldane, what is your survival
Whoa, what
check?
about
Hey, Daldane.
Daldane, pass the survival check. On the first day of travel, you do not encounter any hostile creatures. Let's see. Krebin, we're going to have Krebin roll. Krebin, roll a D100.
Okay. Give me a second.
Come on, Cribs.
Get a good number.
random encounter?
91.
Mm. You never know if high is good or bad on a 100 roll.
As you are traveling along the road on your first day of travel, there is a vagrant by the side of the path, and it is a human woman begging for food.
Please, sirs, I have not eaten for 3 days. Please, give a harmless young woman of a bit of food.
Furby would absolutely give whatever rations Furby has.
You give her some rations.
Oh, thank you, my lord. Thank you so much. I'll survive yet another day thanks to your generosity. I'll never forget you. What can I call you, my lord?
And she kisses your feet. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I am Furby. Thank you for the feet kisses.
Furby, I shall spread your story far and wide. All who know of you shall beg for your thanks, as I have begged you this day. Furby, my lord.
Okay.
Does
Thank
anyone,
you.
does anyone else hear Dobby in that voice?
You gave me a sock. Oh Christ. Yeah. Okay.
As you continue on down the road, Daldane says, You know, they're just like rats. If you give them a little bit of food, they'll just keep coming and coming. I say that was an unwise move, lad. You have much to learn about the civilized world. Don't worry, I'll teach you everything I know. Now, first thing, when you see a beggar, number one, you are better than them. Never forget that. They're begging, you're not. See, there's my hand down here. That's them. Here's my hand up here. That's you. All right? You are the haves. They are the have-nots.
You really learned that in Rhi'anon, huh?
The joke is lost on him. What? What do you mean? Well, I suppose, yes, I've been living there all my life, but you see, and he continues on his pretty offensive lecture.
Furby doesn't listen. But Furby
Doran
is
takes
listening.
a nap.
You camp for the night, and it is a new day. Let's see.
It's a
Can
new
I
dawn.
do...
New day.
It's a new day.
A whole new world.
Where
Don't
did
you
they
dare
add...
close your.
They added the calendar tool
guys.
somewhere, but I don't remember where it is.
I think you have to actually
Calendar.
wish it.
There it is.
into
Calendar. It is now the 26th. Set current day. Boom. Today the weather is scattered clouds, but mostly clear. The next day rolls around. Everybody roll a survival check.
Yar.
I can't be the first person to roll.
I will. Oh, man. That's not too bad. Oh, Krabbin.
I can't help it.
Yeah, boys.
Oh.
Look, we can't all be good rollers.
What you know what it is? I can't roll near
High five, Brit.
Snowshoe. I gotta roll.
Yeah. It's pulling you down.
Oh,
Let's-
Krebs does have some effect on Doran.
There we go. What does chat say? Survival 15, 5, 7, 25. Oh, once again, it's going to come down to...
Mm-hmm.
The other two
The
party
old
members.
50-50
Hey,
of the Steve NPC.
Ooh,
We
that
should
is
get a combined roll because there's two of them.
that is a
I think
negative.
ours were higher weighted wise.
It is a failure. It is a straight D20 roll for them. You are ambushed on the road by a group of wandering undead creatures.
hey, friends! I smell more smoke this morning.
You smell French toast?
Yeah, I'm having a brain.
We're not going
More
to
of
we're not going to roll a full-fledged combat encounter because they are a wandering, ravening band of undead creatures that are not a deadly threat to you by any means, but they are still a hindrance. So we're going to reflect this in a roll for saving throws. We're going to say Constitution saving throws from everybody.
Love me a good saving throw.
Saving throw.
Oh, man.
Come on. No,
Really?
No.
Wow.
That's fine.
Wow. Three failures of the saving throws.
Look, the smoke has really been fucking with me, guys.
Right.
So-
Yeah, your nose is all fucked up. Your constitution.
I've had too much of this driving wine.
Doran,
Driving wine.
Doran, Britt, and Krebin roll
To the road.
roll a d4.
4.
The number that you roll is the number of hit dice that are depleted from your pool currently.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good.
Who needs those?
Is that something I legitimately modify, or?
Oh, I forgot. You have 9, so just keep track. 9 total, so -1. You now have 8 remaining.
No.
I had
Write it down.
9, and now
Okay,
I
I'm
have
gonna put it.
5.
In addition, you all are affected by some sort of grossness, gross fungus, gross noise, gross disease, perhaps, that has caused you to suffer a level of exhaustion.
Oh.
And when we have exhaustion, that just means
Level
we
1.
have disadvantage.
Level 1 of
on-
exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
And that's just those kids that did not do a cool Furby.
Correct. Furby is fine.
Got it. Cool.
Furby is fine. Furby
Furby's
is fine.
My favorite
Great.
song.
Let's see. Who? Krebin just rolled. Furby rolled high. So Furby roll a D4.
Sure thing. No problem. One.
The
One.
D4?
2. Yeah, Furby D4. 1, 2, 3.
Three.
1, 2, 3. As you are traveling, so the path that you're taking is basically along the tree line, where the mountains meet the trees of Forest Heart. Sometimes the path takes you into the forest. Sometimes the path takes you clear of the forest. At one point, while you are in the forest, in the path, you see that there is a recently felled tree that has fallen and blocked the road completely. You know you're going to have to expend some effort to clear the path so that the wagon can make it through.
Okay.
So, but Furby, for all accounts, is considered a large creature for things. Furby would try to yeet a tree out of the path of the wagon.
Yes, you can all. It's a very large obstacle that's going to require cooperation.
Cut it in half.
It is. You know how thick a sequoia is? Imagine that level of tree.
I do not, Steve. No,
I am an anime level samurai. I can cut that tree in half, and then Furby can move both pieces.
He can do Food Wars level chopping up the tree, and then Furby can push them away while they come up out of the ground.
You may enter into a skill challenge to try and move this
I'm
tree.
down. Let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah.
What's the worst that
Skill
could
challenge.
happen?
So
Uh-oh.
you
Oh,
can.
you ask.
So skill challenges are kind of a challenge for me as well, because I want to let you all think up ways in order to deal with the situation, but at the same time I want to constrain them to within the abilities that you roll for. So part of me says you can use XYZ abilities,
Mhm.
but I also want to not tell you that you can use XYZ abilities because I just want to hear what you think of. So when we're gonna just go through initiative order, and you tell me, do you want me to give you a list of abilities, or do you just want me to let you tell me what you want to do, and then I'll assign an ability towards it?
Let us pick what we want to use, and then you can say whatever that challenge rating or whatever is.
All right, then Furby, you can go first. There is
So
a
my-
very
my-
large, huge redwood diameter tree.
Furby sees big tree, and Furby is big, Furbolg. Furby wants to try to lift tree, but Furby thinks maybe it's too big for Furby. So Furby is like, hey, maybe guy can cut thing. So I want to let Doran cut tree, and then I will push away the big parts as they get cut, as if Doran can cut them. So I want to ready my action to throw away smaller parts of very big tree.
All right. Cool. You're gonna wait for Doran to. You're gonna tell your plan to Doran and wait for Doran. Then we'll go to Doran next.
Yep.
Doran, what do you want to do? Furby has explained Furby's plan. What does Doran want to react to?
I'm gonna assess the weakest part of the tree and try to cut it in half.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, let me get back. I lost my page. All right, perception. Fuck.
I didn't see the roll yet.
Doran is still whatever dust was sloughing off of the undead that you battled earlier in the day is just getting in your eyes and your nose.
Wait,
You
hold
feel
on.
like you have some bad allergies right now just because of that nonsense that undead was happening with. So
Doran has COVID.
you can't really see any particular weak spot. It's just like a big goddamn tree. I mean, the weaker spots would be the branches, but the branches are way over there that are not actually blocking the path. They're in the overgrown area. You'd have to like cut your way to get to the branches anyway. The part that's laying across the path is thick and strong all around.
Doran's just gonna be overconfident. He's gonna take a swing.
Doran may swing with your sword.
Furby righties.
Use katana, and then I gotta make this work, man. Which one is it? Am I using? Okay, yeah, I'm using everything that's gonna give me the most amount of strength in this swing.
Doran cocks back and
Ooh.
let's fly with the katana. Just the katana. All right. Your attack is very strong, and you slice. Which direction do you slice the tree?
So I swing from overhead down, so like kind of along the road.
But from overhead and down.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. You swing overhead and down with all your might, and your sword thunks into the trunk of the tree very deep, 2/3 of the way in, and is now lodged within the tree trunk.
Mhm.
Furby would like to try to punch that smaller part, the smallest part. You said 2/3, right? The 1/3 part, and punch it away.
You're going to punch the sword.
Yes.
No.
No, sorry, no, the portion of the tree.
The sword
Don't
has
break
buried
a
itself
sword.
2/3 of the way in to the tree. 2/3
The
of the
tree.
blade of the sword is within the tree,
Okay.
and it is stuck there.
So like imagine, yeah, you're right. You're cutting through a piece of wood. Now it's weaker in that crux where the sword has cut. I
Roll-
want to punch the
roll-
weaker.
Roll a perception check, Furby.
Oh, that's nature. Sorry, ignore nature.
Furby, you perceive that Doran's sword is somewhere in the vicinity of 3 feet long. You perceive that the trunk of the tree is somewhere in the vicinity of 15 feet diameter.
So I assume I don't want to do that. All right, then I don't do what I was going to do. Fine.
You can do anything you want. I'm telling you the fact that you are seeing.
I'm assuming. Furby wants to punch the tree.
Furby may punch the
Yes.
tree. Furby,
Furby
roll
wants to punch the tree.
I
roll
will-
an athletics check.
I will hold on to my sword, like so that it's giving leverage to his punch.
A 15. Doran, also roll an athletics check.
Oh yeah, baby, working together.
Hey!
Nice.
All right. Your sword pulls free from the trunk as Furby jostles the wood in such a way to loosen the grip ever so slightly. So as you pull on your sword, Furby's punch dislodges it. Your sword is no longer stuck within the tree trunk. Within the tree trunk, you see a hairline cut where the sword was buried within the trunk. Very skillful hairline cut. I mean, it's very elegant that your sword strike left such a small mark, barely visible.
Could you land it again? Doran?
Yeah,
What does Britt want to do at this time?
yeah.
Britt takes out the axe that she found in the ruins near Rhi'anon. I'll take care of this. Gentlemen, step
I
aside.
forgot we have a device that actually is good for this.
Britt swings the axe at the tree.
Britt, you may make an you attack with your axe. You have an attack button for your axe.
I do.
As Britt, which direction do you attack from with your axe?
From above.
You attack
Swing
from
over the
overhead
head down.
and down and land your blow upon the trunk of the very large tree. As you land the blow upon the trunk of the tree, you feel a concussive burst from the head of your axe, and you see a massive chunk of dead wood splinter away from the tree. A good 5 feet chunk extending deeper than Doran's sword had traveled is blown away from the tree.
Well,
Krebin is
that was
impressed.
unexpected. I mean, I know
Gotta
I
use
was
the right
sounding
tools for the
kind
right
of
job.
cocky when I walked up, but I really didn't think it'd work.
Do it again.
All right.
Does
She does it
Krebin
again.
want to do anything at this point in time?
Well, I mean, Britt's got it, really. I had a thought of maybe I would have to swap to another form to use my
it
spirit
is-
sword.
It is a new day right now, so technically at the beginning of every rest you could swap. So I'll ask you next time. Since we didn't bring it up, you're still in ear form.
Yeah, I was in ear form in this campaign anyway, too, so it didn't matter too
Yeah.
much. Krebin is just kind of hanging out and watching these people forms do stuff.
People form.
Like, this is impressive. I've never thought about bringing a tree down.
Krebin, I'm going to type something that Krebin notices. I need just... I'm just going to do it in Discord. I for whatever reason, Krebin sees
is it just
things
weird?
that other people do not see, and I feel compelled to tell Krebin in secret so that Krebin can reveal or not reveal.
Well, I had a thought that came by that every time I've smelt the smoke, so at least the 2 times, there's always been talk of undead nearby. So either the undead are causing the fire, or they are the thing that.
Oh yeah.
lets you detect
You
it.
know what? Maybe I didn't say that out loud, but I was like, I think they're setting fires to all the forest.
Well, that or they they smell of smoke. You know
No,
what
I
I
think
mean?
they're setting fires.
Okay, they can do that too.
I think.
I'm waiting
There you go.
patiently. There we go.
Because there was also the note from Heartwood that the animals are running and the furbolgs were driven from their
Right.
home.
Yeah. And furbolgs wouldn't leave their home.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, ooh, there's something weird coming from the tree.
Weird.
Weird.
It looks like vines. Kind of looks like they look spiritual, like kind of like me. But you guys can't see them, I guess.
Coming out of this tree that I just whacked.
Yeah, like in the spot where you just hit, Britt.
Oh.
Maybe
Uh.
maybe stop whacking.
Wait,
Or
wait, wait.
should I whack it again?
Is the axe magical?
I
Can we
don't
do a
know. I just
perception?
found it.
Hold
I
on.
don't,
Didn't we do
I
a
don't-
perception check on it when we got it?
No, no,
Nope.
no, that was just.
I just picked it up and put it on me.
you
Let
didn't-
me-
you didn't silver it or something, or
Let me
did
try to. Let me try to hit it again, but with the sword of Yom.
All right, let's see.
why? Okay.
Elizabeth.
Doran winds up yet again and strikes with the sword of Yeoman, and the same result as before with his other katana happens.
Ooh.
It buries itself. The strong, sharp blade cuts through the flesh of the tree, but is lodged inside the trunk of the tree as you strike.
Britt looks a little confused and then goes and swings the axe again, just to see.
While Doran's sword is still within the tree, Britt swings her axe.
no.
It's a magical sword.
I mean, you said it, so it happens.
Which direction do you attack from, Britt?
Yet again, same spot, coming from above.
Same spot.
swinging Down.
The same result happens. You crack into the tree, and a large, loud, concussive blast shatters another portion of the tree away. You are about halfway through the tree now, all said and done.
So, is it from the axe or the tree that the
I think it's from the
residue?
axe.
Can I detect Can I do a check on that? I don't know if I can.
Do you have that spell?
Krebin does not have Detect Magic as a spell.
That was it. I can't. I know my other form is more magical, so I couldn't remember. I'm gonna double check something.
This is interesting. I think
That's
you.
interesting.
I think you should just
All
keep
I
hitting
know,
it.
all I know is, ever since I picked this axe up, I've been itching to use it.
Good as time as any.
Do it again? Are we concerned about these vines, these spiritual vines? Am I desecrating some sort of
Does Furby
fey?
pick up anything about the nature of the forest based on his like living in the forest for many years or his whole entire life? Like, because I'm obviously not, but does Furby feel any connection to the tree or the forest or anything that might give him an inclination?
You
You give me, Steve. You always ask what we do. Like I'm. I
well,
want to.
you're just saying, do I? It's a little difficult for me to respond to that because I can just tell you the facts of the situation that you see. I don't know your character's personal relationship to the forest, so I don't know how you interpret signals.
Okay.
I can only tell you the facts that happen. You factually know that yes, trees fall in the woods. You know that yes, trees block paths. You know physics behind cutting down trees, and any physics that you've ever cut down a tree, if you have even ever cut down a tree, you know that trees don't behave like this when they get hit by axes normally.
Yes. So Furby is interpreting that, and hopefully, because I don't know, Furby is wondering: is this tree some kind of magic, or is this tree some kind of like this has its own feeling, or is it conscious?
You may
Or is
roll.
it being controlled?
You may examine the tree and roll a nature check.
All I know is I don't want to make a fairy upset at me.
That's 19.
You
I-
can see that this tree, upon closer inspection, Furby sees that it looks like the roots of this tree were struck by lightning, which loosened it up, so you can conclude that it probably fell down in some storm. You can see that it was probably, you can see that it was relatively recent, probably within the month that this tree has fallen. All physical examinations reveal it to be a tree with wood that has died since the tree has been out of the soil. The leaves are sloughed off because it's been on the ground for about a month. You can tell that some critters may have been living in the dead husk of the tree, which have fled at your arrival.
Krebin has an idea,
Krebin, go for it.
and I wanted to know if I see the tendrils. Does that mean I can? I want to see if I could try to communicate with the tree.
Krebin,
That's really dumb.
make an you're trying to communicate with the tree.
Kinda.
Roll
like
a
if there's-
nature check.
Okay. Sounds really dumb, but okay.
It's not dumb at all.
Using you reach into your inner spirit senses, and much like Furby, you are have an affinity with the forest and its denizens. You you may or may not have had living plants as friends in the ages past, but this tree does not give you the sense of having been alive in any way other than a normal tree would have been.
That seems fair. I just don't have a connection with this tree. That's okay.
You do also, however, know that this is a dead tree, so
It's very dead, so it's probably all coming from the axe.
you don't know. You can't tell if
I
this
can't
tree
tell.
was sentient or not because it is now dead.
Goodbye, fair tree. I'm sure you were a lovely tree. But yeah, okay. Nothing. This tree is nothing.
All right then.
Yeah, Britt, just hit it
Britt
again, and then
shrugs
I'll
and
use my sword
swings
as
the
like
axe.
a saw and pull it as you hit.
Britt, you
That's all the
may
Right.
encouragement I need.
attacks with the axe yet again. Doran, roll an athletics check.
Athletics. Wait, where is it? Athletics.
Yeah, Britt chops one more time, and Doran is able to pull his sword free. Britt, you feel like one more chop, and you would be through the entirety of the tree.
Doran cheers
I
her
don't
on.
like this. Ugh.
She yells timber and swings again.
Tracks.
You swing one last time, and you cleave the rest of the tree away, and the force of the concussive burst cuts through the final remainder and knocks aside the branches side of the trunk that you've been cutting away. So a portion of it, the roots side of the trunk, still lies halfway over the path, but it is more than enough room for you to get the wagon by. As the
All right.
branches side sloughs off and over into the path that is curved slightly downwards.
Let's keep this party moving.
Moving on.
Onward.
Furby would move anything that needs to be moved, and boop, boop, boop.
I look at the axe and I say, "Good boy," and I put it away.
Tracks. My new boyfriend.
I will
This
call
isn't
you
boyfriend
Gabriel.
dungeon. This is
Or it is for
Boyfriend
Britt.
adjacent.
You may get back on the wagon and continue on your merry way.
Back on the wagon.
that's weird. Britt, you
I
got
hate
some of the
falling off
tendrils
the wagon.
hanging out by you.
Some of what tendrils?
The ones that I found that were from the axe touching the tree.
They're
Oh.
on me right now.
Well, they're
Spirit
near
of the
you.
tree are with you.
I think it's more like the axe because the tree's dead.
So your axe
Should-
is spiritually charged now?
Maybe.
You know, I'm not very concerned about it.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find a mage when we get to Tandem and you can ask them about it. We'll see if they have as an adverse reaction to the axe as they used to have to you.
Maybe. I don't know. For now, I think it was helpful.
Yeah.
You may continue on your way. Let's see. That was day 2. At the beginning of day 3, we're going to have the 3 Furby, Krebin, and... No, Doran, Krebin, and Britt. We're going to see if you shake off the effects of your exhaustion or if they carry over into the next day. You 3 roll Constitution saving throws.
Mm.
Ooh.
Mm.
Krebin is
Is that-
very tired.
Is mine not enough?
12, 3, and 14. Krebin's is definitely not enough. It's been a day since, and...
Because if not, I'm going to take my reroll.
You have an
uh,
inspiration.
we're going to
die?
say...
No.
You can only roll it
Actually, an
after
active
the
ability.
roll, but not before you learn the recourse.
Setting a DC. We're going to say that DC was moderate, which means it was 15, so you all failed.
Oh.
right,
Wait,
then I'm
how
gonna
is 15
use-
moderate out of 20?
I mean,
'Cause plus-
nearly impossible would be 30. Doran, you may spend your Indomitable and re-roll the save.
Okay.
You still failed your save.
How do I
You,
hit the same number?
you
This
3...
table is slanted. This table is slanted.
You 3 do not shake off the effects of exhaustion, and in fact, it has compounded. You are now suffering 2 levels of exhaustion, which means you have disadvantage on your ability checks, and your speed is halved.
Oof.
Great.
You are
Krebin.
definitely
need to
riding
nap.
on the wagon.
Disadvantage on
We
this,
need to
because,
seek sleeps.
Day
For you guys.
3, well, that was This is in the morning, so they did not have a good rest because of the affliction that they are suffering. And because they did not have a good rest, they are now suffering from the second level of exhaustion. Day 3. Everybody roll a survival check, noting that 3 of you have disadvantage on that survival check.
Oh, survival check. How do I do disadvantage again?
Hold control.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, good.
7, 15, 7, 10. Let's see. Once again,
How
2.
is Furby the only one rolling anything decent at all?
I didn't roll anything decent at all.
Tiebreaker says you. Okay, tiebreaker says you do not run into any undead this day. Let's see. Furby rolled 1. Krebin rolled 1. Let's say Britt, roll a D100.
You got it, Bosh.
You got it, boss. I'm gonna do this for you. I got this.
7. Straight up 7. As you're traveling on the road, you see off to the side of the road a pool of blood.
Pool of blood.
With my companions all very tired looking. Furby,
Circles under our eyes.
Furby cracks the whip of the caravan and wants to go forward and not at all acknowledge the pile of blood. As much as Furby would normally want to. I want to get my friends to a safe place.
Let's see.
Cheers.
Hey, Furby, is that a pool of blood there? Hey, Doran, do you see that pool of blood?
Nope.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I see it. It sounds really cool. God damn it, Furby is interested.
Fine.
Can't help himself.
Pull over. I want to take a look at it, Furby. Pull over.
Whatever the sound it makes that when you stop horses. Yes.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Daldane
How
gets
many
out.
horses do you ride?
Daldane gets out, and he says, "Oh, look at this pool of blood. It's about 3 feet wide. Interesting. It looks..." He sniffs at it, and he examines it. It looks like it's probably 2 days old. It's a little bit coagulated.
I want to detect magic. Furby would do that.
Furby may use the detect magic spell.
Doran kind of peers out into the woods and tries to see if there's like a trail leading anywhere.
Furby, there is magic radiating in spades from you and your party.
Yes,
of
and?
varying different schools and disciplines. If you wish for a comprehensive list, you let me know.
I'm looking for what's coming from possibly the pool of blood.
There is no magic coming from the pool of blood.
Not magic blood.
It doesn't seem magical, my friend.
Doran's just kind of looking around to look for trails or tracks. Or...
You may roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Britt is looking up into the trees.
Laying on
Krebin
her
is
back.
hanging out, being very tired.
Doran notices that around this area there are definite animal tracks. Doran susses out, even through his groggy eyes, you suss out that this seems to be the site where wolves killed some prey.
It's probably nothing more than just leftover animal feed. We should get back on the road.
All right, let's get back on the road.
All
right. Furby hops in and starts the wagon.
Day
Casually
3.
passing pools of blood.
You don't suppose that was an omen, do you, Furby?
No. I mean, typically what happens in the forest, at least where I'm from, I know.
Don't the critters usually have their hunting grounds away from traveling spots? A pool of blood on the road itself, that seems like an omen to me. What could it mean? Let's interpret it together, Furby.
I
would
didn't realize this fellow was.
it
so...
would to me seem more like a trap then if it was on the road,
Blood
as you
is
say.
blood is death, but blood is also life. And it was disquieting scene, but it was also the way of nature. It could go any which way. Shall
But
we
it
flip a
was
coin
also
for
on
it?
the road.
I'm gonna flip a coin for it.
I mean, of course, why not?
2! It's a bad omen. 1 was good, 2 is bad.
That
Okay,
seems
thanks.
Barf!
Thanks for that.
Better get out your what is Barf carrying? Barf! Get out your lucky Get out your lucky teddy bear, Barf.
It's a teddy bear.
We're gonna need all the help we can get in the last day of the journey.
I think this dwarf has had a wee too many nips from the weighing sack.
as
The
we're-
old driving whiskey, as you said.
Barf pulls out a crudely manufactured teddy bear made of burlap. Looks to be stuffed with flour. It's about the
as
size
we,
of his palm.
It probably
ride
has
past.
milkweed in it.
Dorian just breaks off a branch to whittle to try to ignore this goddamn door.
Third day passes. You three that are exhausted, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Carmen San Diego.
Constitution, Constantine. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't do a saving throw. You do another one.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Constitution save.
No, but you said. Oh, I thought it was with disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Saving throws are not affected
Yet.
yet.
But
And
we're
since time has
Gooch.
passed, the DC has been lowered because each day that passes, you get better and better. So you have all passed, and you are all now on the mend. You are able to get a good night's sleep, so you reduce your level of exhaustion by 1, so you are only at exhaustion level 1 now instead of 2.
Could you imagine? Furby is like just riding the fucking wagon. You guys are all sleeping in the back.
Day
Can I hit the rest button?
4.
But it is a new day, right?
It is a new day. So yeah, hit the long rest if you wish. Where's my calendar? Keep forgetting where my calendar is.
I don't know if I want to switch forms or not.
Wait, my hit dice is supposed to stay at 8, though, right?
No, it
No,
should-
because you're no
Okay.
longer suffering from the affliction. Now you can regain your hit dice.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
Oh wait, I gotta stay at 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, I like what just happened. The day, yeah, I rolled a couple of days in succession. Yeah, the pool of blood day. There was torrential rains, so you must have been in some clearing to see that pool of blood. Today, extreme weather, tornado. In the distance, as you're traveling, you see a tornado touch down.
Tornado.
What?
I knew it was a bad omen, Barf! I knew it!
What?
Jinx.
Where's the
heck?
weather
It's
report?
not-
It's in chat.
Who's the weather? Who's the weather?
I don't think Britt knows what a tornado is. I don't think she's
Oh,
ever seen
then you
one.
are in for a treat.
Wait, it's not in. Oh, it's not in public chat.
Is it? Oh, well, I get today's weather, and today's weather is 63 degrees Fahrenheit, extreme weather, tornado.
Yeah,
Cat-
the last one we got was
Furby
30
takes a
degrees
long rest.
Fahrenheit ice storms today. That was the last weather report we got.
Oh, wow. I don't even know where that was.
Oh, is that
was
at
a
the
long time
start
ago.
of the day? At the start of the game? Because I saw that.
Yeah.
It's a large amount of freezing rain today.
Well, now there is a tornado.
All right.
So get ready. Britt, you've never seen a tornado, so however Britt wants to... Have you seen a tornado in real life, Carissa?
No.
Ah, okay.
Who
Really?
the fuck has?
Wait, what?
Well,
Well, I don't know, Midwest
No,
type
that
of thing.
technically.
scare me.
Have you-
So you can see at the beginning of the day, the clouds overhead are dark and menacing. And as you begin your travel, you enter into an area that's outside of the forest, and you can see the clouds coalesce and swirl together. And in the distance, a couple miles forward, you see the telltale signs of the funnel clouds swirling, touching down black on the ground. And you can see where the tornado touches down, trees being ripped up and thrown every which way, a cloud of dust from the dirt that's being kicked up by it. I don't like the look of that. We should take shelter.
Yes. We should either
I
hunker down or
agree.
find
Well,
somewhere to
we
take
need
shelter.
a ditch.
Everybody-
we need a pipe to hold to belt ourselves up.
Everybody may roll another survival check to try and find an adequate shelter for the tornado.
Oh, sorry. Did I do that? No.
Yay!
Oh, Krebin.
I rode well. I
Alright.
finally rode well.
To survival?
Yep.
Oh God! Damn it.
Hang on. Krebin,
Well, you're essentially a tree, right?
Krebin
I
rolled
am
a 20.
actually.
Is survival
I rolled a
a
20.
wisdom skill? Yeah, that's why. Your ear form is not as wise as your other form. So even though
Oh.
Krebin rolled a natural 20, Britt still is better at this. Britt is better at sussing out underground hidey holes.
I
so,
hadn't,
makes
you know,
sense.
if I went to the paw form.
so Britt, I mean, that brings up another point. It is a new day, so Krebin, anytime you want to switch, you let me know at the beginning of a day or a rest.
Okay.
But Britt,
I might do that the next one.
since this is your discovery, I will let you craft what kind of shelter from the tornado we found. What did we find?
Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's a bit of. I hope this is okay. Like a wet cave, like a stalactite type thing that has a small entrance, and you don't realize what it is until you crawl into it, and it opens up.
How big is the entrance?
It is. I would say it is longer than it is wide.
Krebin
like
sized.
tall. No. It's big enough for all of us to get in, but we have to get on our bellies and like sidle in.
Huh,
That's
all
why
right.
I'm in ear form.
So
because I'm
you
tiny.
all have to get down and hunker down and crawl into this cave, meaning the horses and wagons are unable to get inside.
Right. Right.
No, we need the.
I let Britt craft it, and it's great.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I
Birdcraft.
didn't even think. I just described what I wanted and thought of nothing else.
Fuck. Can we find somewhere for the horses? We need to find somewhere for the
Let them
horses.
free on their own. They're
So-
gonna survive.
You all know that this will provide more than adequate shelter for you all. You have no idea how severe the tornado is going to be. You have no clue whether or not the horses and wagons will be fine where they are. So you can either take this shelter and chance it, or you can chance looking for another one and potentially getting caught up yourselves in the storm.
Furby does that thing where you smack the butt of a horse and it says, "Go!"
Oh,
Be
Furby
no.
just
I'm doing
smacked
it.
the
No.
horses and sent them running.
Oh my god.
Be
Why?
safe. Leave! Run!
They tear off.
Fine.
Nay.
And Furby
and-
starts to crawl in the hole.
Um,
I'm pretty sure they respond to whistles. We'll get them back.
I could also try smelling for them.
Doran just looks utterly devastated.
Jaw dropped.
You've got
Also,
a horse.
Dal-
we did
Daldane-
look at the weather report. Are you
Daldane,
sure there's a tornado?
Daldane, you saw it. You saw it happening. You saw the funnel cloud coming down. Daldane
no.
slaps a hand on Doran's back and says, "Don't worry, lad. It's better them than us. Come on now."
Jesus, no.
I'm gonna tie down the wagon though, and make like stakes and secure it to the ground.
What if the tornado gets you?
The wagon?
Well, yeah.
I guess we're
right.
walking.
Doran, roll an athletics check. This is going to be a pretty physical feat to try and secure something secure enough where it will stay down. You also have disadvantage because you're still partially exhausted. All right. You do the best you can trying to secure the wagon.
Yeah.
And-
I do a rush job and then I crawl in.
And you can feel... Is rain necessarily associated with a tornado? I don't think it is.
Sometimes, not all the time.
All right.
Your East Coast.
So you can feel the wind really starting to whip around. You can sense that, yes, the tornado will hit this area. So you all can crawl into the cave. And you huddle together. Barf clutches his flower-filled burlap teddy bear. And you can hear the wind howling and raging outside. Doran rolled 11 for your athletics. Let's see if the gale force wins. Take it away. Whoa! All right. You can hear the wagon creaking and straining under the influence of the wind, but you don't ever hear anything that sounds utterly devastating. You don't hear any cacophonous splintering or cracking. You feel like the wagon might be holding its own out there. After several hours, the tornado finally passes.
Furby's holding barf. Just holding.
And you can hear the land outside grow quiet once again.
Doran crawls out to check and make sure everything is secure.
You crawl out, and lo and behold, the wagon is still in one piece, secured by the ropes that Doran lashed and staked to the ground. Some of the possessions that were in the back that Daldane had left behind because they weren't. He left
Tied
some
down.
stuff in the back, not tied down, either because he forgot them or just because he didn't consider them important while he was running for his life. But those are all gone. There's no more tarp in the back. Oh, my tarp! I love that tarp.
We'll get you a new one.
So the wagon is okay. The
We have
forest,
to see if we can track down the goddamn horses.
the forest around you has been definitely torn up. Some trees have been uprooted. Detritus
They're safe,
leaves,
Thor.
branches everywhere.
Can we look for the tracks of the fleeing horses that I let go?
Doran whistles for the
Wait.
horses.
I was gonna
Doran,
say someone whistle.
roll a performance check. With disadvantage, because you are exhausted. Wow. All right. Let's see. Horse saving throw. Or horse perception check, I'll say. You beat the number. So is that... Yeah, you beat it, so we'll give it to you. So yeah, the horses hear your whistle. And miraculously... How many horses were there? There were 2, we'll say. Miraculously, the horses survived. And they made it back.
Give them a good once over.
Give 'em a little
Make
pat,
sure they're
pat.
good.
Hook
Give
'em
'em
up.
up. down.
Keep Furbolg away from them.
Well, I didn't do anything bad. I was just saving their lives.
You sent them into imminent danger. With
I
no
was
fucking-
saving their lives. I pat them on the head and I sit in the seat and I prepare to drive. Furby
You
likes to drive.
may drive. You load back up and you drive, and we're gonna say this is gonna be
Is
the
he
last.
letting me do this? Okay.
It's not my cart. It's fucking Daldane's cart.
Oh yeah, Daldane will absolutely let somebody else drive. You hop on and you
Doran just
continue.
makes a little space for himself in the back of the cart as far away from Daldane as he can and just whittles his wood.
What are you making there, Doran?
A little statue.
Or his paw.
Statue of what?
This moment.
A soldier.
All right, little wooden soldier. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a new day. You finish out the tornado day and you make camp, and now it is a new day, so you can roll the long rest if you wish. You are no longer exhausted because you finally get a proper good night's sleep.
Long rest.
I would like to change forms.
Also, you know what I realized, Steve? When I had to reload my thing, it told me the weather was different.
Well, my
But
weather
if
now
you
says.
But if you hover over the weather in chat, you can push it to public. So,
Can I reveal to everybody?
yep, there it is.
So today, after the tornado, torrential rains. It looks like.
Oh, good.
Wait.
Weather
Krebin.
Underground said
A
torrential
welcome
rain.
reprieve.
Krebin, what form are you gonna take?
I would like to become the paw today.
Krebin the paw.
You.
The party has not
Whoa,
seen
whoa.
the paw yet, so Krebin shifts and manifests into a dog that is the size of probably a large German Shepherd, and is where is the
Has a
thing?
cute, cool spirit tail.
Has like bluish tinted fur, and yeah, the tail is bushy but has ethereal quality to it. If you don't look at it too hard, it kind of seems translucent and has little sparkles in it. But as soon as you look directly at it, it looks just like a normal dog tail.
Does Krebin's change form affect smell possibly?
No. I just have really good sense of smell regardless. Keen ear.
Well,
animal
I would say,
level.
do I still smell you as the same Krebin?
Oh, I see.
Furby smells Krebin the same, yes.
Okay, yeah. So Furby is fine with Krebin's changing of things. It's normal for him.
Okay.
Sorry, go for it.
I was gonna do a perception check to see if I smell the burning any closer.
You may roll perception, and when it's with smell, you get advantage, which is shift.
Shift.
Oh wait, so I got to put my level of exhaustion back. I realize it goes away with
Yes, Krebin. I assume you're going to reveal whatever to the party?
Yes.
Cool. So Krebin, even though you're far, far, far away, Krebin can smell from back the way you came. You smell several things. You smell smoke.
Smoke.
It's from both burning wood and both burning oil.
Boom.
You smell the unmistakable smell. All this is very diluted, but you recognize this smell. The smell of undead.
Uh-huh.
It's very gross.
Those are the two watered down, diluted over a great distance, but still recognizable and familiar smells.
Yes.
Furby is still driving the party towards with his vehicle, Tandem.
Everybody roll. Actually, Nah, screw it. Who has not? Brit? Wait. I think who hasn't rolled a random encounter yet? Was it Brit or Doran?
I rolled one already.
Yeah, I haven't.
Doran, roll a D100.
D1000.
Oh, I don't want Doran to roll it.
8.
Ooh.
Jesus. No.
Oh. Oh.
As you're driving, the earth shakes briefly.
Uh-huh.
Barf, what was that? Nothing but ill omens on this trail. The sooner we get to Tandem, the better. Pools of blood, shaking earth. If it wasn't for the fat payday that I'm looking forward to, I don't know if this would be worth it. He gives the side eye at Dorna. I mean, the business venture is going to give me a great payday in Tandem, which is why I'm going there and just happen to be traveling with you, sir.
Doran pays him no mind.
I told you, Barf. My story is ironclad.
Aside
Furby keeps on going towards forward.
Aside from the torrential rains, the day is uneventful.
Furby thinks he's the best fucking driver of anything ever, and he gives side eye to fucking Doran, and he's like, "Yeah, I can run vehicles."
Doran also
That's the
ignores Furby.
fulfillment of a long journey
And
for
just-
Furby.
Yeah. I'm
Keeps
just,
on-
I'm just like doing like whips, and I'm looking over at Doran every now and then. I'm like, yeah, bitch. What's up?"
Hyper focused on the whittling.
Today, the rains have abated. It is clear skies today.
Oh, thank Moradin, it's clear skies today. There it
We
is,
finally
folks.
dry out.
You are on the road and you exit the tree line once and for all. You see that Tandem is in the distance. Tandem is a border town on the fringe of Forest Heart and the Great Devoid. Let us reveal Tandem. Tandem has... Where is my Tandem description?
It is
Uh,
a great.
Wait to
Oh, there it
see
is. Oh god.
I still can't see it.
You'll get
it's
there.
Taking
Asian.
its sweet
It's coming.
time.
It's coming. Tandem.
I think it's gonna be
Oh.
my new favorite place.
There's a couple circles here now. Thanks, Curly.
Wait.
I did that?
Yep.
Whoa.
I think you're doing the select targets, maybe?
I did not do that.
Yes, you're putting the templates down. Template tool is different from the ruler tool.
Whoops.
Tandem,
Tandem.
is a smaller city that lies on the border of Forest Heart and the Great Devoid. You can see that there is a great wall surrounding the city. Doran, having been born here, knows a little bit of history of the town. Doran, do you want to tell any history of the town through me?
Oh, you got
There's lots of dead things here.
yeah, because it lies on the Great Devoid, so a lot of people.
The city sprang up around ruins from a long forgotten age. The ruins in Tandem are the temple and the tomb of Samarkand. As history tells it, historians know that the temple and tomb were somehow connected, and people seem to think that in ancient times, folks who began their lives in the temple would end their lives in the tomb. The city sprang up because of treasure hunters, thinking that there was going to be some sort of great treasure in the tomb, thinking that following the pictograms from the ruins, they would find chambers filled with riches, but the tomb has been explored countless times over the ages and is filled with nothing but dust and sand. But the influence of treasure hunters caused the city to grow up from humble beginnings. And that's the origin of Tandem. Doran's father has his headquarters here, the Faust Trade Hall.
Can you click on that on the map or no? Or is that labeled out somewhere?
Faust Trade Hall.
Oh, there. Thank you.
And so, as you are traveling, you're traveling and you're approaching Tandem from the south. Tandem is still a ways off in the distance. And as you are on the road, in higher spirits because you finally see your destination, there is
And it's a nice day.
a man in a cloak standing on the side of the road.
Doran puts his cloak over his head.
Furby says, hello, can I help you?
Stand by. Shoot, I should have put it in here. All right.
EM's catching up.
There we go. The individual throws back his hood, and before you see a dashing half-elf wearing a mask that looks like the mask of a raccoon. Hello to you, Furby!
Does Furby recognize him?
Does Furby recognize Davril the raccoon?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Furby!
He could have
I mean-
forgotten.
Would Furby recognize Davril the raccoon?
You tell me!
I don't think
Perception
I
check.
would. Give me a roll option.
This is not something that I dictate to you. This is your character. You tell me.
I knew it was him, but I personally knew. I don't think Furby would. So Furby is like, hello, traveler.
Roll a history check.
Hello, traveler.
This is not a roll. This is whether Furby remembers
No,
or not.
I'm not rolling. I'm saying hello, traveler.
Come now, after all we've been through, and that's how you greet. And he swirls back his hair. Davril the raccoon.
This man is weird. He does not smell of raccoon.
Aardvark.
Aren't you the person who Brit was friendly with?
I should certainly hope so. And he gives a wink to Britt Barrel. But,
If
good
you all
Furbold,
remember,
I
the
feel...
first time. Never mind.
I feel that we are all friends, are we not? After all that we've been through, after all the information we've shared, after all the favors that we have done for each other, after the lives we have saved. Tell me, do you bring me word from your Themne? And he wriggles his eyebrows.
Doran
Are you
gags a
asking the
little.
Furbold or you're asking anybody?
Anybody?
He can
We
hear me.
do bring word. Davril.
And what word?
Honey boo.
He begins to stride towards Brit. And what word do you bring from your Themne?
I've got it here somewhere. You're just gonna have to wait a bit. Let's see here. Let's see. I just have it here somewhere.
Is
You
Britt
just-
actually hemming and hawing, or are you just trying to remember the thing?
No. I have it here. I'm just trying to make him wait. So, we may have spoken to a genie while we were there. The one you told us about. Mahajla, I believe his name was. He might have given us a combination that you might have some interest in. Does that sound familiar to you?
Britt, your memory is a steel
So
trap.
good.
Of course, I remember. And you shall remember that I was the one who directed you towards Mahajla in the first place. No doubt he provided you with information that was invaluable to learn about the fallen lords, did he not?
Aye, that he did.
Doran's still sitting in the back of the cart gagging.
And this great favor I have done for you surely warrants a simple bit of information, a simple number, a simple manner of digits.
Why, it is simple indeed. She jots it down if she has any accoutrement for which to jot down with.
You do.
Sharpie.
Maybe a Sharpie, maybe a quick quill pen, maybe some charcoal. But she writes down, yeah, that, and hands it to him.
He
It wrote
takes
in
it from
first.
you, and Britt, roll a perception check.
All right. Not great.
He-
Not great. 5.
You see him glance at the page and fold it with one hand into an origami crane, looks at you and winks, and pockets the crane in the folds of his cloak. He takes your hand in his. He raises it up, and he looks at you through his dark raccoon mask, which only seem to accentuate the piercing blue eyes that stare at yours. Without losing eye contact for even a moment, he raises your hand to his lips and kisses it. Thank you, dear lady. You do not know the service you have done this day. Your legend will live on forever in my heart. When all this is over, would you do me the honor of walking with me along the mountain passages of Myrthemne, land of your kith and kin? For I wish to learn more about you and your culture.
When this is all over, I'll see you there with bells on.
Doran walks around the other side of Darvel and just whispers, Don't get stabbed in the back with your hand in too many other people's pockets."
He whirls
hope it
about
don't
on
come-
Doran and extends his hand as if to shake yours. Doran, you are a worldly individual and have no doubt seen your share of dicey encounters. I shall take your information, your advice to heart.
Don't extend a hand to me. We're not friends.
Very well, Doran. I can appreciate a man who knows his values, who keeps his friends close and his acquaintances at arm's reach. A wise one you are, Doran. I hope when all this is over, I may cross swords with you in a friendly competition.
Furby wants to make a ring for Brit out of mushrooms.
What is happening?
Just like a little ring. Like a
We have
you're
things to do.
a little fiance. Like this is your person.
And yes,
Not
Doran, you
that
have
level
things to
yet.
do. You are very busy individuals. The fate of the world, dare I say, hangs upon your shoulders, so I will not trouble you further. When all this is over, I hope we can meet again. Until
Dabble
then,
before you go.
Doran wants to do a perception check just to make sure this man didn't try to pocket him.
Doran, you may roll a perception check.
I will cut this kid in half.
It's the big boy. Okay.
Davril's hands have been in your sight the whole time.
All right.
Davril, if you're holding back any other information that might be helpful, if you're waiting for an opportune time, now would be the time.
Brit,
You
roll
know of any other genies?
roll a persuasion check.
I have a feeling he's holding something back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's a
Nah.
raccoon.
Well, you ain't finding out what it is.
Nope.
He once again looks
8.
you deep in the eyes through his mask. Brit, I do not have any information to give you now. If I learn of anything else that will help you in your quest, believe me, and I speak from the heart, anything that will help save your life and the life of your lives of your friends, I will seek you out and tell you. On my honor, as a master thief. Swoosh goes his cloak. Davril the raccoon is at your service.
Ooh.
But now,
Krevin goes.
I must bid you farewell, for we both have
Krevin
business
goes, "Ooh."
to attend to.
Turns my stomach every time he's on.
And he
Just every time.
once again puts up his hood, and he disappears into the bracken of the forest.
Krevin leans over to Britt and they go, I think he likes you.
Out of the forest, out of the forest
Oh, Hush
sails
now.
a piece.
No, I see it. I
Out-
think it's really happening.
Out of the forest sails a piece of venison that lands in front of Krevin.
Ooh,
Oh,
suspicious meat.
No.
I smell it.
It smells like venison and like the guy who just walked into the forest.
Please check that meat.
oh, it's fine. Kreben, go for it.
Why and we have plenty of access to meat. What? No.
Do I even get hungry? I don't.
Krevin, no. And I pull it
I
away
sure
from Krevin.
hope I don't come to regret giving him those digits. Oh well.
So wait, someone
Right.
else went through the woods with venison?
No, it was Davril.
No, he tossed it to you.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I wasn't
It-
catching it. I'm
It's
sorry.
Flourish. He likes to be very, very extra. it's
Apparently, he's
it's a thing.
carrying around deer meat in his pockets.
I mean,
a
why
thing.
not?
A lot of humans
And
do
I did not
sometimes.
want my friend Krevin to eat this meat.
But it's fine. Plus, you can't eat
Yeah.
it. Where?
I don't want
what
to
are you
eat it.
gonna
I
do?
just,
You
I
gonna
just
give
wanted
it?
you to not eat it.
Just give the dog the
But-
damn meat and let's go.
I pulled it away from your mouth when it was thrown to you by our good friend.
I slap your hand. I tell you to get back in the goddamn cart and drive into the goddamn gate because you're drawing so much goddamn attention to us.
I'm
That's
holding
gonna
meat.
drive me goddamn insane.
Get very defensive. Give.
All right.
No,
Drive
you
this
can't
cart.
have the meat.
I just love picturing like Furby and Kreben fighting over this piece
No.
of meat while
I
we
just
try to
get really close to him and just start pushing him off of the cart with my
No.
my
You
massive
cannot have the
body.
meat.
Barf,
It's
if
like
we
some
ever get
really
into a
great-
drinking contest with a furbog, I'm a shoe-in to win.
I'm convinced that Snowshoe's character cannot eat the meat. Krabin cannot eat the meat.
I don't know. Actually, I should find out if I.
I
I'm
don't,
a-
I
I'm
don't
a-
know your
I'm a-
reasons behind it, but that is what Furby is doing. Furby is like, no.
People
cannot
give
have this
me,
Would you
give,
like
gave
to
me
leave them
gifts.
behind and we go into the city? I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm going into the city. Y'all do what you like.
Brit continues
Sure.
forward towards the
Yeah.
main gate of Tandem.
I'm with Brit. I tell the dwarf and the halfling to follow suit and bring the cart.
Can you not say W?
I tell Furby like, oh look, what's behind you?
Oh,
I grab
Leave
the
them-
meat
We'll
and I
leave them
run
up
after. I run after the group.
Furby would absolutely turn around.
Totally. It's some really great visual background comedy. with that little-
Oh, what? Over there?
The venison is seasoned and tasty.
Ooh. Yummy.
You approach the main gate of Tandem. We're going to say it's 10 a.m., 10:14 a.m.
10-8 tandem.
Standard time.
The gates are closed, and there are guards posted. And the guards call out to you, "State your business in Tandem. You don't look like orcs, but you can never be too sure."
Was that Krebin eating?
Krebin
Yeah.
burped.
I don't know who that
Oh, yeah.
was eating who.
Yeah,
Krebin burped the venison.
good stuff.
Was tasty.
I know we don't look like danger, and trust me, they're not. We are just here to speak with Surf House.
What's your name then?
Oh, wait.
Faust.
What's your name
Uh,
then?
Sorry, I'm getting my accents mixed up.
Doran, would you care to have
Uh,
someone else speak
sorry,
so you don't
Did
give
I
it
just
to
hear you correctly? Did you just say your name is Faust?
Yes.
You heard damn right, laddie. And my name is Daldane, and that here's Barf. We're here to talk to the old man. Hush, 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 hush.
Oh, whoa.
Well then, welcome home, Master Doran.
And the gates open up.
I'm sorry to say that you picked a bit of a tumultuous time to visit the city. This is why the gates aren't open now.
Tell me about it.
Sorry for the commotion, but there's a bit of trouble in town. I hope it doesn't disturb you and interfere with your visit. If anybody gets in your way, feel free to call one of us.
Thank you.
You drive.
Josh.
You drive into the city. Tandem is a mostly sandy town. Once again, is on the border of the Great Devoid and Forest Heart. As you enter the town,
Mhm.
you can see that something is going on in the town. The town is abuzz, and all the citizens are out and about chattering excitedly. You don't see anybody really giving you a second glance. And people are excited. There's an air of tension, a little bit of fear, but a lot of people are eager for something. Everybody roll a perception check.
Everybody.
Oh, wait. Do I still roll with disadvantage?
No, you're fine now.
Oh, shit. Let me take this exhaustion off. Hell yeah. Perception.
So the question is, where are you gonna go?
Let's just get
Straight
it
to
over
your
with.
father.
Yeah, just get it over with.
Right in the dick.
All right. In that case, you are going to head for the Faust Trade Hall.
Yeah.
As you travel the roads, you can hear snippets of conversation from the citizens. You can hear something about an execution that is happening today.
Oh.
There's going to be an execution at the assembly hall. Apparently, an orc has been captured and is going to be executed.
That's not good.
Furby would like to go towards that.
As it just so happens, the assembly hall is on the way to the Faust Trade Hall. As you get close to the assembly hall, the crowds have gathered, and there is definitely already a spectacle going on. Number one, there has been a gallows constructed Doran, you know that the gallows gets constructed when stuff like this happens. It's not a permanent fixture of the city. So the gallows has been constructed. In front of the gallows, there seems to be some sort of protest going on. You can't make... Unless you stop and investigate, you can only hear the jargon of yells and a cacophony of people in a large public area. If you stop and investigate, you might be able to learn more. But as of right now, you can see there is a group of people encircling the gallows that seem to be calling for a stop to the execution.
Can we tell what they're saying?
Not
Or just we hear that they're asking for a stop?
You can't hear what they're saying. You just know that they're saying, no execution, no, stop, blah, blah, blah. Unfair, boo.
Okay. So we can't understand yet why they think it's wrong.
I think we understood them. They don't want to be executed.
Right, no, I'm wondering why they don't want him to be executed. Are they against executions in general, or is it because they think the orc is innocent?
As you trundle along on the wagon, you cannot discern the finer details of what's going on. What do you want to do?
Well, we should go up and see.
I say go forward.
Go forward
Let's
to the Faust Trade Hall?
No, to where the execution is.
So you stop, and you want to investigate? Question mark?
Beam?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it up to Snowshoe. What do you want to do?
Well,
Yeah.
Dorn hasn't said anything yet, so that's why.
He died.
Oh.
No, I was waiting for you guys to make your own decision. Like, if you're gonna get off and check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it
Yeah,
out.
I am in to check out.
Okay, because I'm gonna keep going.
All right. Furby and Britt hop off the wagon.
And the wagon keeps going. Goodbye.
Krebin,
Hi,
are you on the wagon or not?
I'll stay on the wagon.
All
It's
right.
like, well, we don't need all of us to go.
Furby, Doran, Krebin, Daldane, and Barf. Continue along.
Hey,
Daldane.
guys.
Daldane.
No, didn't Furby get off too?
Oh, sorry. Furby.
I was off.
Yeah.
Off town.
Yeah.
Offtown.com.
Furby and Britt got off the
Krebin and Doran are still on.
Mm-hmm.
Daldane says, "Oh, the fools! They're just gonna get mixed up in things that are not their business." Well,
It may be for the best.
if they're not around when the price negotiation comes about, then that's their own fault. He looks at you and, when my business partner puts his offer on the table for my business proposition, yes,
At this point, I'm gonna just stop playing dumb, and I'm like, "Don't worry, you'll get enough to take care of your trip and your card."
Let's see. Smash cut to
Smash.
Furby and Britt. You get off, and let's see. How can we handle this?
How can we kill them?
Both of you roll charisma saving throws.
Okay. Carissa saving throws.
Carissa saving throws.
Carissa, saves throws.
Here it is. There it is. 1.
GG save throw.
This is going well.
Boom. Throw it. Game.
Where is it?
Ooh,
Oh,
knock goo.
Hey, better
let's
than
see.
mine.
So, as you approach the group that is encircling the gallows, they don't like the look of you as soon as you walk up, and they say, "Get away! You are just orc hater. You're a discriminatory orc hater.
Equal rights for orcs, not kill all orcs like you jerks. Go on, get out of here. We're not going to let this
Furby just
execution
starts
happen.
to- Hands up, backs away. Hands up, backs away.
Go
Okay.
join your friends in their lofty golden towers who think they can just pass judgment down on any living creature down here no matter what. Oh, you see an orc. Oh, it's definitely just gotta kill it. I see how it is, you and yours. How many skulls, how many orc skulls
and
that
I back
stick of
away.
yours smashed, huh? Ooh, big dwarf carrying an axe. Ooh, you just itching to be the executioner yourself, aren't you? Without even a fair trial. Just like
Ooh.
all the rest of them. Get on out of here. Go on.
We are brand
We're
new
not
here.
going to let this execution happen. It's an unfair execution.
Does anyone look threatening?
We are
Um,
strangers here.
What? Nobody is brandishing weapons, per se.
There's no weapons?
The rabble around has a couple of signs that says, make peace, not war. And orcs deserve rights too. And one sign says, where is it? No. Did I actually name this organization?
Well, I put my hands in the air like Furby.
You see one sign that says Half Orcs United protests this execution.
Okay.
Yeah. Furby keeps backing up and playing. No matter what happens, Furby is just no. We do not
is
have to
Furby.
fight each other.
You back
friends,
up as you're
friends.
backing away. You back up and you feel a clang of plate mail as you back up into a heavily armored individual.
Oh, sorry, friend. No. Hi.
You turn around and you see almost as tall as you, a half orc clad in plate mail with a sour look on his face and a tabard that seems to be emblazoned with some sort of symbol that is unfamiliar to you. And it glares slightly up at you since you are maybe half a head taller still. Don't waste your breath on this rabble. There's no convincing them.
These
them
people
of
have
what?
as much right to existence as I do, and I give him a bow.
He gives a long sigh. As long as you don't start trouble, I've got no business with you. Move along.
I'm staying bowed.
Excuse me, sir. We're strangers here and are wondering what all this hubbub is about.
There's to be an execution tomorrow, and these half-orcs are protesting it. These fools think that orcs should be given the same rights as the individuals living within the city walls.
If you don't mind me saying, you seem to be half orc yourself.
He gives a snort. That doesn't mean I can shirk my responsibility as guard captain. I have to keep the peace regardless of what happens in this city.
Oh, I see. So you're staying out of the politics then. So they're angry that this half orc or this orc is getting executed tomorrow. Did he do what he's been accused of?
Stand by. Stand by. Where the heck did it go? There it is. No, that wasn't it.
You made the sound effect though.
My side quests
Cha,
and
cha, cha,
main
cha, cha.
quests. There it is. Since you're new in town, I'll give you the story. One of the Viscount's retainers was killed last night, and the orc that is to be executed The orc in question is to be executed. This orc was spotted skulking around the outer moat shortly after the body was discovered. Orcs have been raiding our city for time immemorial. They'll stop at nothing to take this land as their own. Hell, the population of half-orcs in this city is a direct result of their raids and actions. They don't seem to understand that simple fact. But here they are, clamoring for justice and equalities for these bloodthirsty creatures.
Furby's still bowing towards.
Did your friend get hit in the head as a child or something?
Oh, he's just a little socially awkward. What time is the execution tomorrow, might I ask?
Tomorrow at high noon.
High noon, you say? All right then. Here in the square.
Right here on these very gallows, so long as they're still standing. It's my job to make sure this rabble doesn't tear it down.
All right then. Thank you very much for your time. Britt walks away.
Do I notice Britt walking away, or am I
Furby,
staying?
come on,
Being a
let's
dork.
go. Furby, over here.
And I stand. I stand up. Britt, and I follow.
Quit bowing.
But he's a lawman, and then I walk away.
I know, but you did it long enough.
Smash cut over to, while this exchange is happening, Doran and Krebin on the wagon make it to the Faust Trade Hall.
Yeah.
Ooh. Very big.
Doran, you recognize the guard at the Faust Trade Hall is an old man who perhaps raised you in your childhood more than your father did. Old Bernard.
Bernard. Bernard?
Bernard.
Old Bernard. His hair has grown whiter. He is slightly stooped with age. It's been many, many, many years since you've seen him, but his smile is unmistakable as he sees you trundling up on this wagon.
Yeah.
Master Doran, how long has it been?
You old dog. It's good to see you.
And you, my boy, and you. What a fine hunting dog you have with you. Ah, see, you're not doing too shabby in this world.
I've always been able to care for myself as best I can.
And your dwarven companion here. What is your name, good sir? My name is Daldane, and this is Barf. We've come in regards to this. And he hands over the wanted poster, attempting to make sure Doran does not see it. Not very well. And old Bernard looks at it, and he gives a thoughtful, yes. Were you aware of this, Doran, Master Doran? He turns the wanted poster, and Daldane gives a little as he shows you. You were aware of this.
I figure this way was easier than coming of my own regard. He
Ah,
went through all the trouble, might as well pay it out.
yes, well. You have known me for a long time, and I you, Doran. I'm not going to tell you some fanciful story. You know how your father is. He bid me, when you arrived, to make you wait. You know how he gets. He has to display his power wherever possible, and he has decreed that when you arrive, you are to be given room and food, but you are to be made to wait to see him for an entire day.
I don't know how much he's heard, but I am on the path of trying to save the land that he so loves to plunder from. I don't really have a day.
Well, I cannot say that I have heard much about your story, but it does seem that the land is suffering a great deal of trouble right now. The orc raids have been getting worse. He says,
He holds back ever so slightly as he says orcs and gives you a knowing glance. I'm afraid once he sets his mind on something, there's simply no changing his mind. I apologize, I really do, Master Doran, but I'm afraid there really is nothing we can do except wait. The man is still stubborn as a mule.
It's fine. I'm sure the money coming out of his pocket will at least be of some solace to me.
Oh, he, as surprising as it is, he has sworn to make good on this reward. You,
I'm
sir,
sure he has.
you good Sir Daldane, you shall be compensated well. Daldane.
He'll only be getting
grins.
1/3 of it. There are 2 others in his accompaniment
Oh.
Well,
that will
that's-
be getting the other half.
That's more than I need. More. That's plenty for me, my good friend.
Good
Don't
looking
you
out.
worry.
Also, Daldane, you'll be staying with us because we will need a ride back.
Oh, by all means. Bernard, did you say? I take it that invitation of shelter and food extends to all those who are involved in this endeavor? Oh, why yes, good dwarf, why yes. All who have brought in Master Doran are welcome to share in the hospitality. Very well, then. Doran, shall we? It's been a long road, and I could use a hot meal.
Feel free. It's not on my dime.
Ah, finally a bit of comfort in these dark times. And
Make
you
sure to run the bill up, too.
and you enter into the Faust Trade Hall complex. All right, it is about 7:30. We did have a bit of a late start. Do you... How much... do you want to put a pin in it here? There's a few things
Yeah.
that still could happen, but it
Always
seems like you want to
fall
put...
asleep in a chair.
We'll put a pin. We'll put a pin on it. This is good. Great stuff has been happening. I'm looking very much forward to the next session.
I enjoy it.
Can't wait to meet that dad.
Ugh, dad vibes are weird.
Let's see. Where's my playoff? Once again, everybody, this has been Dynamite D&D. We're going to put a pin in it for this session. They have journeyed. They finally made up their mind on what they wanted to do, which lead they wanted to pursue. Decided to go to Tandem to get influence from the powerful Faust name. Went on the road, experienced some trials and tribulations, a bit of randomness, all a bunch of good fun, some odd discoveries about items carried and weather patterns and behavior of horses, logistics of trees, diameter, circumference, radius, thickness,
How good meat
hardness, good meat.
Did I
Venison.
did I give you the character model for Doran's dad? Because I made one.
Oh, no, I don't think you did. No, totally
Okay.
send that to me, for sure. And now they have arrived in Tandem after having met with their old friend Davril the Raccoon. They've entered the gates of Tandem and
get these out of here.
and found some turmoil within the town, protest going on for an orc execution. What could the story be? Half-orcs protesting an orc execution, but the guard captain is a half-orc himself? Doran being
Next
forced...
time on One Piece.
Doran being forced to wait while his old man prepares for a meeting long time coming. Tune in next time to Dynamite D&D. We'll see what happens.
I can't wait to meet Doran's dad.
Once again, I am Steve. That's Snowshoe. That is Curly. That's Kaz. And that is Carissa. I'm going to play our outro
That'd be
music
me.
and pull up our Patreon to give our shout-outs. Whew. Thanks for joining us. Patreon is coming up.
Vote for your favorite character.
If you subscribe to the Patreon tier of Kobold or higher, you get a by name shout out on stream. So far, this month's supporters are of Kobold level number 1. Drunk Kids Gaming, thank you so much for your Kobold level support. Time Jumper, thank you so much for your Kobold level support. Moving on up one tier, the Owlbear donators. Reggie Bring It, thank you so much for being an Owlbear, fearsome creature. And our highest donor, the Hydra level tier of California Carl. longtime patron, super friend of the stream and chat and game. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time, everybody. Tune in to the Discord, the Instagram, the Twitter, Dynamite DnD. Look it up. We're on YouTube. We're on Anchor for podcasts. Dynamite DnD. Everywhere you want to be. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Anchor, huh?
Mm-hmm.